Now that we've discussed both operating leverage and financial leverage, let's examine the impact of combining both operating and financial leverage at the same time. The combined leverage allows the firm in good economic conditions to maximize returns to the firm. Operating leverage affects the asset structure of the firm and determines the returns from operations. Financial leverage affects the debt equity mix of the firm and determines how the benefits are going to be split between the shareholders and the debt holders, the lenders. So let's consider the income statement for a firm, and this income statement is drawn from an example earlier in the chapter. That's not of great importance at this point. Let's just notice here we have a firm that has 80,000 units that are being manufactured currently, and it has variable costs and fixed costs that are divided in this manner: 60,000 in fixed, 64,000 in variable, and then that gives us an operating income number. That operating income number is 36,000. When we move from units sold down to operating income, that's a function of our operating leverage over here. Okay, how much fixed costs we have relative to variable costs. Operating income is the same as earnings before interest and taxes. It's the same number. Okay, and from that point we deduct interest expense, and we go through exactly the same process that we've seen earlier for calculating earnings per share. That's this process of moving from earnings before interest and taxes down to earnings per share is a function of the financial leverage. So operating leverage up here at the top affects the income statement from the sales number down through operating income. Financial leverage affects the income statement from operating income down through earnings per share. We might graphically describe that. Here we have sales on the previous slide, sales of $160,000. Operating leverage causes that sales number to be worth $36,000. We see our little lever over here in blue. That becomes earnings per share, which then through financial leverage is converted into earnings per share of $1.50.